So normally when I do this series, I typically talk about like a few weeks worth of events that occur. However, today we'll be talking about just what happened today at work because I think it's that interesting. We're gonna start off pretty light. There's this guy, we do deals for sodas. So typically if you buy like a few different cases of soda, you get like some free or whatever. And this dude tries to pick up like three at the same time. Now this dude's like limping in the store, pretty frail looking, shouldn't be lifting 12 packs of soda at once. So instead of grabbing a cart, he picks it all up, and then they all just come tumbling out of his arms and spill everywhere and leave like a huge mess. And he just walked away. Didn't say anything to anybody. Went and grabbed a cart, came back, grabbed three more packs of Dr. Pepper, brought it to the front. And then eventually when my employees noticed what had happened, we took care of it. But like, dude, you didn't even like say anything to anybody. You just kind of like left it there. So that kind of sucked. There's this one guy that's like, he's not homeless, but he might as well be, because I swear to God, he spends every single day from the moment the sun comes up to whenever the sun goes down in front of our store. And he'll like come in and be like a complete fucking maniac every time he comes to the store, like genuinely crazy and unhinged. Like he has to take medication, he doesn't take it sometimes, and it's not good. Anyway, so today he decided to try ride like one of our U-boats, which is like these carts that you can use to bring a bunch of heavy stuff around. He tried riding it like a skateboard, which is really dangerous, and he almost hit a woman doing it. So we had to obviously take that away from him. But like the police know about him and they don't do anything about it. Corporate knows about him, but they won't ban him. It's just like a whole mess, and I hate having him come into the store. Oh, there was this one lady who forgot her wallet in her car and left two of her children in shopping carts next to my cashier while she ran out. Like the cashier did not agree to watch these kids. The lady just says like, "Oh, I'll be right back," and just leaves. And the kids start crying, obviously, because like their mom just fucking left them in the store alone for several minutes. And like I can't call the police according to corporate policy on this, and she wasn't gone long enough for me to call like CPS or anything. So I just have to deal with the fact that there's these kids crying in my store, like obviously being traumatized because this woman decides just not to bring them with her. Like we would have saved her spot in line if that's what it took not to have her leave her kids, but she just like ran out. And like I was genuinely worried because after a few minutes of her not coming back, I'm like, is she going to come back? I have these two children in front of me. It was a whole mess. So whenever people buy alcohol, they are required by law to show their ID. I asked this one guy, and people make jokes all the time or whatever, but like I asked this one guy for his ID. He's like, yeah, I'm definitely old enough. And like he was being like a dick about it. Like he was like being completely like aggressive for no reason. I'm very much summarizing the experience because I don't feel like going through the entire back and forth of the interaction. But like this dude has his kid next to him, like she's probably like 5 or 6, and he's like being a whole asshole about me asking for his ID, which is the law for me to ask him. Because if I don't, then I can lose my liquor license, get fired, and also have me and the company fined for not doing so. But he's going to be an asshole about it because he expects me to just understand that he's over 21. I don't have to check his ID. He could look like he's 80 years old. It would not matter. I have to check it. You dumb piece of shit. The last two are a little bit less eventful. The first one, a guy tried to come in after close and got super mad that we wouldn't let him in. The second is some weird creepo. He was like, I don't know, he's probably late 20s, early 30s, and he was staring at these like teenage girls, very much under the age of consent, and he was like following them around, but like not enough for me to be able to tell him to fuck off, but like enough to where it was creepy. Like he was very obviously like following them and keeping his eyes on them or whatever, but he wasn't like following them out of the store, and he wasn't like taking pictures. He was just being creepy and weird. He didn't confront them, they didn't notice. I can't kick people out of the store for doing that because he hasn't done anything physically wrong to them, unfortunately, so I can't do anything. So I have to deal with the fact there's just like this creepy, weird pervert dude like staring at all these teenage girls. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Tales from Retail is an interesting series. I have gotten so desensitized to a lot of just the weird shit that like a lot of them don't seem as interesting as they used to me, only because I'm so used to these dumb things happening. So today was a mess, and I hope you guys enjoyed hearing about it. If you did, go ahead and leave a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, and do not forget to keep it casual.